Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hobby CNC with Dave show. Man, we get so many folks commenting in here. I can't even get through them all before the thing stops. So we're running on a skeleton crew tonight. Got my old buddy Wolfman here, looking good with his doors on his new shop, or his old shop, I guess I should say. New doors on the old shop, or something like that. And Sean's here with us. Paul is having internet trouble still, so he's not going to be able to join us tonight. So we're just kind of running a thin crew tonight. But here we are. How's everybody's 2023 going so far? You guys doing all right?
Definitely surviving.
Yeah.
I have been marked safe from having any documents next to a Corvette that I don't own.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Likewise.
All right. I'm glad you got the doors on your shop, because now you can put documents in there.
Yeah. Now
It's looking good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was working on it yesterday for a little bit, and then it got dark after I got the first one done, and I was like, I got to go do the other one. So I did the other one in the dark, and I can now close my shop.
There you go. Now you can work on the scoreboard.
Almost.
Yeah. Now, have you got, I know you probably told me this before, but have you got power run out there? I mean,
I have an extension cord currently.
Okay. So,
but I do have power out there because I have solar on the roof. So I when I built that the building, the original part of the building, I ran power out there so that I could run my solar into it and also provide power for the shop. So
okay.
I just have to reconfigure how it is now.
Okay. And then you've already got lights, I think you said too, didn't you, or not?
Yeah, I have some lights up in there. Not all of them yet, but I have about half of them up there that are going to be there for now. So it's getting there, a little bit at a time. Today I was taking down some Christmas lights and was driving out to buy a Lowe's that's out there, and that Lowe's has the insulation that I need. And so I took a little trailer with me to go pick some up, and they said they had 22 rolls in stock. They only had 12 there, and to get the contractor discounty thing, you had to buy 20, and they weren't going to give it to me for 12. So ended up dragging the trailer around with me all day for no reason.
Okay.
Getting the practice in.
Yeah. So, but I have to make a trip back up there and be able to pick up the insulation at least, and we'll get moving on it.
Okay. All right. Let's take a minute to talk about the sponsor of our live giveaway, which is, and he's in the thing here, is Cody Elkins, but company's Cadence Manufacturing and Design. That's the website. And he sponsors our live giveaway every single week. And tonight we are going to be giving away. Let's see. There's so many videos. I had to scroll up to find the right one. There we go.
Nice.
That is sweet.
Jenny.
I still like Russ's idea of using it as a necklace.
Well, that would work. Yeah. That's what we're going to be giving away tonight. So the hashtag for tonight will be #Jenny.
Jenny.
And I noticed that I capitalized the J there, but I don't think it matters on that stuff because I didn't capitalize it on the. Here, let me. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll fix it real quick, just so nobody's there. So now it's like that, small letter J, because that's how I have it over here in the giveaway tool. I don't really think it matters. I think it picks it up either way. But if you want to be sure, make it all lowercase. And don't forget the hashtag. So, and we'll do that here in a little bit. Man, what an awesome Saturday we had last week. I had a bunch of fun doing that
Yeah, it's a good time.
Christmas challenge, and that was don't worry, folks. I may not. Be a smart man. Okay. Yeah. Somebody be putting that in for the giveaway. No, we had. I got here. Keep hearing an echo from somebody. Somebody's got something.
Probably me.
Or something. I don't know. Okay, it's gone now, I think. Yeah, I had an awesome time last week. Everybody should have the stuff that they won. I know Matt Haas does. He's got this Quantum. He posted something.
Yeah, he's showing it all laid out, nice and pretty.
I think yesterday is when he got it, and I believe. Well, I saw a comment from Dennis on a video or something where he said he got the laser. I got it sent to him, so I hope it got there safe and sound. I guess it did because he said he's got it up and running. He'll be doing some videos on it, so look forward to seeing those. And let's see, I think everybody else is all squared away. If you're not for some reason, let me know and I'll try to get y'all hooked up with whoever the sponsor was. But I think everybody else is taken care of. So that was a lot of fun. Good stuff.
Yeah. Sean, I muted you for a second to see if we can figure out where that.
Yeah, it's quiet now. So I'm wearing headphones, so I know it's not me. And I always hear it when I'm talking or one of you guys is talking. So somebody's got some sound that's getting picked up through their microphone. So,
yeah, I saw earlier in the comments over here. Cody said that he's, I think he said he was close to getting the revision 2 of the 30-degree V-bits. I'm looking for it now. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Where's the echo gone?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay.
Yep, he's picking them up on Monday, so that's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Good deal. Very nice.
And they'll be sold out on Tuesday. Let's see, I was just looking at the list of videos here. He's got. There's a whole ton of stuff now. I have to scroll through when I show that little video like this one. Well, let's just run through them. How about it? Well, there's that one.
Yep.
There's this one.
Look at that.
That's one of my favorites right there. There's this one. There's
nice 1/4 inch down.
This one.
The big B.
1/4 big B, yeah.
Now, I don't really have these in any kind of specific order, just however I've slid them around. There's another. Oh, now that's the 1/8, I guess. The mini Genie, yeah.
Mini.
And then we have
great price.
Downtown Genie, the 1/8. The little B, the tapered ball nose. And then here again, I guess I've got 2 of this one. Or no. I take that back. That's the new mini bit. And then there's the 90-degree, which is also pretty sexy. Look at that.
There she is.
Then we've got the skinny Jenny. And then here again, this is the old video I had of the compression bit. But yeah, so you see how many I got? It's a whole thing. I always try to grab the one he tells me that we're going to give away and then put it to the top. So I click on the right one.
Cody's got quite the catalog.
He does. And
Slowly
it's
building.
getting
Yeah.
bigger all the time. Pretty
It's
awesome.
awesome.
All right. Well, I guess Ryan hadn't thrown any questions over there. I guess we haven't had any questions. Let's just throw it out to the audience and see what I might have asked you this the other week, but what are your big plans for 2023? What do you hope to accomplish CNC wise in 2023? Maybe you don't have a machine and you hope to get one, or maybe you've got one, you hope to add another one, or maybe you've got one and you're going to upgrade it, or what say you, audience?
I want to do a bunch of challenges.
Yeah.
I put that thing up on Gatton CNC the other day. I was hoping that there's a lot more challenges out there that I didn't know about, and hopefully.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Do you remember that? Do you have your list handy, or?
Yeah, well, it was really short. It was.
I think we probably remember
Christmas
most of them.
There was the Maker's Rock.
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about that here in just a minute, because those were like the only two that I saw that were like geared for YouTube. There were some other ones that were challenges for like that people do like on Facebook groups and stuff like that, but nothing for groups of people on YouTube. So there's got to be more out there. I'm sure there's like scroll sawing ones and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's, there used to be a whole bunch of them, and I don't know if maybe the new has kind of wore off of some of those or not. But, there used to be, because I used to try to do something in all of them. Of course, the pallet challenge is one that comes to mind, where you take a pallet and bust it apart, and you're supposed to video that part so that people know you really did it and all that. And then you make something cool out of it, stuff. And then there's of course, the scroll saw challenge. And with that, you're supposed to use the scroll saw,
You can't help that one. But I was hoping to just get it on the list.
A birdhouse challenge.
Birdhouse challenge. Yeah.
Wasn't there a whirly gig too or something like that?
Yeah, the whirly gig. See, Laney used to have the whirly gig, and I think he gave it up. And Sterling Davis used to do the pallet challenge, and he gave that one up to somebody else. And they just don't have the popularity that they used to have. And I mentioned this in your Facebook post, Ryan, that one of the reasons I started doing the Gatton CNC Christmas challenge, and by the way, folks, I'm not going to run a ticker tonight. You're good for a month or two.
But you got to throw mats up, though.
You can start your 2023 project now. It's okay.
Yeah, you can start it now. Just you won't hear me talk about it until August or so. But what was I saying? Oh, the reason I started the Gatton CNC Christmas challenge was because a lot of the other challenges, even if it was the 2x4 challenge was another one. You take an 8-foot 2x4 and figure out how to cut it up or do whatever to make something out of it. So there used to be lots of other challenges, but a lot of times they had rules where if you couldn't use a CNC, they wanted you to do old school. And so that's kind of one reason why I started the Gatton CNC Christmas challenge. Was it just happened to be that it was getting close to Christmas, I thought, okay, well, we'll do it and make it Christmas themed and stuff like that. It's because, there wasn't really anything for us CNC people.
Mhm.
And there's still not a lot as far as I know. I may have to go get a drink of water here in a minute, folks, but I didn't bring one in here, and now I'm getting a tickle. So, but anyway, let's talk about Maker's Rock real quick. That is, and it's not technically a challenge, I guess. I mean, there's no, you don't win a prize or nothing like that, but it's just something cool to be a part of because it's a big collaboration.
Mhm.
You're collaborating with who knows how many other woodworkers. I think Matt told me that the most they've had was, I think, 2019, where they had 25 people, I think. But it's a really cool challenge. I'm pretty excited about it. I know Ryan's getting involved in it. He's already signed up and picked out an album. We're still working on Sean, I think.
Get there.
But some other names that y'all are familiar with: Hamilton's Dilbeck, he's signed up. I see on the list. Let's see, who else was it? There was about 3 or 4 people that I've seen Matt welcome into that Facebook group and do it. So that is, like I said, it's not technically a challenge, but that is something a collaboration that you can get involved in and not have to worry about getting poo-pooed because you use the CNC. You can make it however you want to. So,
Well, the cool part is you get to share your work or give your work
Kenneth
to somebody
Kenneth
within
was
your
one.
audience.
Kenneth was one I saw that's going to get involved with that too. That's awesome, Kenneth.
I think there's 8. I'm looking at it right now. There's eight of us right now on that.
Yeah, and well, I think there's a lot of other people that have.
Yeah, they just haven't
got
picked
in the
out
Facebook group. They're still trying to narrow down what album they want to do and stuff like that. Miter Mike says, got it working, Dave. Had to uninstall the Mach 3 stuff and start over. Okay, good deal, Mike. Good deal. Rob was the other one that I saw in there in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And you know what kind of work Rob does, so I know he's going to have a cool one. I'm excited about it, not just to make the one I want to do, but to see all the others. I can't wait to see that. So anyway, since we're talking about that, let me run the little promo thing. You guys may have seen it before, but if you haven't, Matt explains it way better than I do. Take it away, Matt.
Maker's Rock. That is the largest collaboration on YouTube. And if you have a YouTube channel and make stuff with your hands, this is the collab for you. We make album art, like the vinyl record album art. We use any material, using any technique, create a video of us making it, publish it on the same day, and every participant will cross-promote all of the other participants. Collabs are the best way to grow your channel because other people's audiences will see your stuff and vice versa. There's another twist. It's also a giveaway. And it's different because we give away the stuff that we create. You give away the artwork to someone in your audience. Giveaways are huge for promoting and growing your channel. Come along for the ride. There's a secret Facebook group where all the participants share behind the scenes. Makersrock.com is where you start. Join us. It'll be awesome.
All right. See, I told you could say it better than I can.
Well, I think Matt has just shown that anytime you need to, talk about anything, just have Matt do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt gets you excited.
He does. He's he's always that way. But yeah, I'm since I asked and I saw a few people comment, I asked about what they had planned for 2023 CNC wise and stuff. Yeah. Russ says, have to give away your creations. Yeah. Yeah. So if you really like the one that you're going to make and you
Better
want to
make
keep
2.
one for yourself, you better make 2 at the same time. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do and actually I may make 2 or 3 different types of the same
Pick your
thing
favorite.
because there's a couple of different techniques I've thought of that I'd like to try out. If they don't work, then I'll go with the one that's the best. But yeah, I'll probably be making one to keep for myself as well. So, but yeah, I think that's a cool thing, and especially with CNCs being allowed, and when I say that, I mean all kinds. 3D printers, diode lasers, CO2 lasers, CNC routers, what have you.
Jared forgot to give his away.
Okay. Well, now, was that deliberate?
So your project's done for this year? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. He's already ready to go.
Okay. Let's take a look at Ryan's got a bunch of stuff starred over here. So let me get over here and
Yeah, you were
check this
talking
out.
about the after JR's question, I started a bunch of what people are trying to do this year.
Okay. Well, let's see what JR's got to say. It says, Dave, now that you've got the laser, do you see your future workflow gravitating towards that more than CNC, or just living through it's the newest toy phase? Well, I can't ever see myself just stop using a CNC router forever. But the only reason I haven't been using laser all this time is because I didn't have one. So I've wanted one for a long time, but I don't know. I probably use a little, but I just have to wait and see how things work out, because sometimes something will happen, and there might be something come up where I need to use the CNC router to make blanks for the laser, or make maybe blanks for people that want to buy them. You never know what might happen. So I'll still be using the CNC, but right now I'm really digging that laser.
Well, I
Mostly because one of my favorite things, not only can you make cool stuff, is it's so much quieter. It is so much quieter.
Not as
When you
dusty.
crank up that now I got the Avid. So when you crank up that and then turn on the dust collection over in the corner, because it's not, I wish I had it outside in a little lean-to or something, but it's over in the corner of the garage. It's loud. That's why I never stay out there. I turn it on and leave, go in the house. But the laser stuff is cool because it's just so quiet. And the other thing that I really like about the laser is you can just make so many things that you can't with a router.
Mhm.
Now there's some things you can do with a router that you can't with a laser,
Mhm.
but it's going to be a long time before I run out of projects to do, because the wheels are, all day long today. It was so cold today, I didn't really go out there and mess with the laser, but I spent the day in here lining up stuff so that I'll have a full day to go out there and do different things with. And I'm still not done. I'll be working on some more stuff tomorrow. So
I think some of it for you, Dave, I could be wrong, but you've done so much production work with your CNC that's kind of where I think your mindset is with the CNC, is that it's more, the kits and all that. It's more of the industrial side. And so now with the laser,
A little more play.
More creative, juicy thing.
yeah, because I can, some of the things I've made with the laser, it's like I wouldn't have even tried to make them with the router. Again, a lot of things with the laser too, when it comes off, you just pull it off, start sticking it together. There's no sanding or, a lot of prep
Cleanup work.
before assembly. Yeah, cleanup work, I guess is the proper word.
But don't you just put things on a CNC and hit a button?
Well, they say there's a magic button somewhere around that thing, but I haven't found mine.
Neither have I.
All right, let's go through some of the 2023 stuff here. He says, Dan says, I'm hoping to finish the bigger cabin and then start making stuff, maybe wear out my millwright. Okay. Well, I hope you get to use it a lot. David Troncoso says, I'm waiting on my new Phantom.
Nice.
Looking forward to learning more. All right, awesome. That's those things are a beast, I think.
Yeah, Dave got a big boy machine.
Let's see. Southern Joe says, I want to build a more reliable table/bench for my CNC. Okay. When you say reliable, does that mean your current one has failed? I don't know. Let's see. Scott says, I want to try the Open Builds X32. Okay. Jerry said he's living the dream, going to finish his faux Avid.
Nice.
Good deal. Earl Walker says, I want to thank JR for the bit. Not got them yet, but they should be on the way. And then I think I saw later on, he's somewhere. I thought I saw him say he got them. Or no, that was somebody else, I think. No, maybe it was John. Trying to get my 4th axis working, all hooked up. Just got to get the DRO to read movement when I spin it. Everything else is working correctly on it. Okay. Okay.
Dave's got some good videos on those.
I was going to say, I hate to plug my own videos, but I do have one that's, I think it's called Mach 3 settings for my rotary or something like that. And I kind of go through
that helped me set this one up.
All the little things you have to do. Let's see. I got to get rid of some of these comments here as I read them. All right. Leo says, for 2023, he wants to learn to use the laser that just arrived this week, a 10-watt diode laser. Those are pretty cool too.
Yep.
Those are pretty cool. I ran the, I got to play with 2 lasers, 3 lasers this week, if you count taking apart the Enjoy Wood. Yeah. I got to play with it, taking it apart and getting it packed up and getting it sent to Dennis. And then the other diode laser I played with a little bit, trying to run some of that Gatton, KAPTON material that I was trying to do for Jason. And I don't know who he's got doing that currently, and I think he was wanting to try to find somebody that, wouldn't be so expensive. And I said, well, just send me some samples. I'll try it and see if I can even do it. But I can cut it, but when you try to clean off the stuff, you either don't cut enough power and it won't go through, and it's real thin stuff. It's like 2,000 or 3,000 stuff, or it cuts through, but it chars around the edges, and it's got little teeny tiny. It's all PCB stuff, so it's got little tiny rectangles and stuff, and it blows out the little strip between rectangles when they're real close together. So I just I tried a whole bunch of different settings with the diode laser and with the CO2 laser, and they both did about the same. So
did you try with the 1.5-inch lens on your big laser?
Well, I had the 2-inch on there.
Or no, yeah. I meant the 4-inch one.
Oh, no, I did not. I just used the 2-inch.
Be a thinner beam.
But
Sometimes dialing in thin material is not exactly easy.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, the only thing I learned from it is that it's too much trouble. I wouldn't want to do it anyway. I mean, I was trying to help him out just to see if I could do it, but after I saw what you got to do, I'm like, yeah.
Well, the hard part is Captain tape is also heat resistant too, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So it creates a challenge.
Yeah, because it was a real fine line. I mean, you'd be using a certain percentage of power, and it would like just kind of score it, or I guess that's the word, but it wouldn't cut through. And then you go just up a little bit, and it'd cut through, but then it had a bunch of char around the edges. And I'm like, well, this isn't any good. So
try once without air assist.
Yeah, I'd have to just disconnect it because with mine it comes on automatically there. Let's see. Dave Clemens says, hoping to get my 150 together soon and end of summer upgrade my laser to an Ohmtech or Monport. Okay, good deal.
Nice.
That sounds like a real good plan to me. Pete's going to learn using his JTech on an Avid. Okay. What kind of JTech do you have? What's the power on those things now? I know the little, I talked about my JTech before, but it was like 2.8 watt. It was a little dinky thing. And it was great for marking. I did fretboards where I marked it would score it just enough. I could put the fret saw in it and it would have a place to, where it wouldn't come out when I was sawing it. But
This is 7 watt.
7 watt. Okay.
Nice.
Landis says, I saw on Facebook where a few people were asking if you were going to make a Gatton kit anymore. Have you stopped? I haven't put out any more lately, but I might. I don't know. I'm kind of
if you grease those palms.
Yeah, I just I'm leaving myself open. I don't want to say no, I'm not going to make them anymore, but I just haven't made any yet. But I planned on making some after the first of the year, so I'll probably go. I did check the price of plywood. Although it's still ridiculous, it's hadn't gone up any more than in the last 2 or 3 months, I guess. But
so 3/4 inch birch, what is it in your area?
The birch is, I think, 89.
Yeah, same here.
Right at $90 a sheet, and the maple is about $3 or $4 more per sheet. Which, when I first started doing all this, it was like $50 a sheet for that stuff. It's practically doubled. So, let's see. Henry says, I think a CNC router would be good for inlay work. The laser I would like for signing my scroll saw projects. Yeah. That's a perfect use for a little diode laser. Either your scroll saw work, or if you're a wood turner, because
or even your CNC
they're so
work.
portable, you can just pick them up and stack something under the legs to get them up, and stick your bowls or something in there and engrave your logo on the bottom. It'd be really handy for that. Let's see. Kurt says we'll be learning Blender and ZBrush. Okay, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I have not messed around with either one of those programs, but learning 3D stuff is a good goal to have, I think.
Especially modeling. That takes a little practice.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
David said that there's a good plywood's 92 a sheet in California. Well, the good thing for you, David, is that there are 49 other states you can move to.
Yeah.
It'll still
Although,
be
like I said,
$92 a sheet.
that's about what
Just-
Maples, the Pure Bond Maples running now is
Yeah.
92,
that's-
94, something like that. It's I know it was about $3 or $4 more than the birch, and I don't really know why. Because back when it was 50 and $60 a sheet, they were always the same, birch and maple.
Mhm.
In fact, all of them were, even the oak, and I don't like the oak, but for some reason now maple has gotten more expensive than the birch. Southern Joe said a better hold down system. Tired of using clamp, tape, and or glue method. Yeah. All right. Wonder what kind of system.
No, if he has a 3D printer, you can print off. So I have some clamps on Etsy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cody's got a good goal here. He says his goal for 2023 is to add at least 5 new bits to the Jenny line. All right.
So,
That'd be a nice
Cody,
selection.
there's a musician that I like. His name's Mike Dowdy. He was in a 90s alt rock band called Soul Coughing. Anyway, he's gone solo after all that time. But he has a song called 27 Jennifers. That's all I think about when I think of all the different Jenny bits.
Huh, that's interesting. Let's see. Kenneth says, "Can you cut that PCB sheet stuff on a Cricut?" Well, I don't know. In fact, I mentioned to Jason that time. I said, I wonder if I could cut it with my vinyl cutter better than with that. But I don't know. Of course, I don't know. It's just after what little bit I fooled around with that stuff, I don't think I want to mess with it. It's some pretty tough stuff for what it, it's because you grab the caliper and put it on, and it's like 3/1000 or something. It's really thin, but it's tough stuff. So, let's see here. Let's see. What is this question? Just curious. Will a
The crickets.
No,
I don't think it would. I mean, it might do something like something 16th inch. It might score it, but I don't. 1/8 inch.
because they're using a blade on those things, right?
Yeah, they have different things that you can put into their cartridge or something, but I don't think any of them will cut an 1/8 inch piece of plywood.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Ray's going to toss his hat in the YouTube arena.
So's Kenneth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him motivated.
Well, good. That's I'm glad it got you motivated to get out there. Not necessarily to make videos, but just to get you out there in the shop. But that's the other thing I was going to ask. We're talking about goals and the Maker's Rock thing and all that, and I'm thinking, again, this just like the Gatton CNC challenge with the Maker's Rock, you kind of have to put a video out there. So I wonder how many people that are watching tonight, and we have a even 100 watching right now. Wonder how many plan to either start putting out more videos on their YouTube channel or maybe just get started. Because I know a lot of people get a YouTube account and they come and watch this show or, watch videos and stuff like that. But they don't create any content.
Guilty as
I
charged.
won't mention any names, Sean, but
all right, I'll start. That's okay for 2023. That's my deal.
Okay. Well, you could start. So you could start off by signing up for the Maker's Rock thing. So,
I think I will actually do that right now.
so
I did put a link to this in the chat.
Okay, good, good.
Throw it in one more time.
Okay, John says, watched your video, Dave, on the rotary. We'll have to watch it again. Okay. Yeah, that rotary stuff. If I was to go set up a rotary right now, I'd have to go watch my video because all that stuff, so many people will will message me and say, "Hey, how do you do this in Mach 3?" Blah blah. And I'm like, "Well, hold on a minute. I got to go into the computer and open it because I don't remember any of that stuff. Because once I get something set and it works, I leave it alone. So, and being an old man and forgetful, a couple of days go by and I forget what my setting was. I was talking to somebody the other night, was asking me some questions about limit switches, and they were telling me what all they had done. They were using a different kind of board and stuff, and I had to really think. And I talked to them for several minutes before I finally said, "Oh, well, are you doing this?" And they said, "No." I go, "Oh, well, that's your problem right there." And then I got a message from them today saying that, yeah, that was it that worked. So, I also want to take just a minute too. I don't know if some of y'all know who I'm talking about, and some of you may not, but Stacy Gilbert, he's the guy behind the G3 CNC controller. Y'all need to keep him in your thoughts. He had some something fused in his neck, 3 things. What do you call it?
Vertebrae.
Yeah, something like that. It sounded pretty rough. And he was telling me the other day, he says, yeah, he goes, I made the mistake of watching some YouTube videos about that surgery. He says, I shouldn't have done that. He says, because from what he can tell, the first week is like a living hell. It's like you're in constant pain for that whole first week. And then after that, it, may start kicking in. But anyway, y'all keep him.
Do you know, did he get them fused?
Yeah, I think he said he was having 3 of them done. So, and the reason I bring that up is because if anybody goes to his website, he told me he was going to go to his website and set the inventory at 0 so that nobody will be going over there and buying one while he's out of commission, because he's going to be laid up for about 6 weeks, I think. So,
T's and P's, Stacy, T's and P's, brother.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
And hopefully somebody doesn't call his name and he has to go, hello.
Yeah.
Oof, that's rough.
Let's see. What's Jerry saying here? He says, I'm about 3 weeks into Aspire and have not. Oh, okay. He's had it about 3 weeks, I think, and it's not ran the program aside from making sure it was registered. Well,
I'm in the same boat, Jerry.
Jerry's been a busy guy. He's having to do some serious shop modifications. I liked your layout though, Jerry. That was pretty cool. I liked the way you had that laid out. Let's see what else we got.
He got his new toy.
Yeah, got his new CO2 laser, Ohm Tech CO2 laser. So
I hope he puts a sticker on it that says, this is Dave's fault.
I'd be okay with that.
Actually, I just was sending a deal to Matt Haas, and it's like, okay, sign me up for the challenge. It's all Dave's fault.
Okay. Hey, I get blamed for a lot of stuff anyway. So many people that are into CNC now, they blame me for getting them into that. Of course, they did, you think or some people will think, oh, you just buy the CNC and that's it. No, that's just the start.
Yeah.
That's just the start right there.
That's when the trouble really starts.
Okay, yeah, Sean's got the link there for the Maker's Rock. I'm not sure who this is, but Blood, Sweat, and Gears.
It's a cool name.
I almost said Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You remember that group? Anybody else old
Yep.
enough to remember that? Says trying to decide what CO2 laser to purchase in 2023. Well, I'll tell you, Blood, go check out some of my videos and you'll see some of the cool stuff I've made. See if that'll help you make a decision.
Yeah.
And if you want to
I
test
just
the
have so
waters,
much fun making stuff. And I'm telling you what, for those who, some of y'all might have popped in there because we had, I think when I did that little pop-up live stream yesterday, I think there was about 30 people or something in there, which is, I still can't get over that many people show up when I'm doing it in the middle of the day when they should be working. I know back when I was working, I didn't have a job where if somebody done a pop-up live stream like that, I just had to miss it because I wasn't able to let's see. Oh yeah, see, I'm getting blamed. Mighty Mike's doing it. He says, hell yeah, I was content on the scroll saw, but Dave used his hypnotizing words to get me into the CNC stuff. Yeah. And you've done quite well, Mr. Murray.
Blood, Sweat, and Gears. I need to
Got him a big old Avid he's putting together now.
Nice.
So took, had a Gatton CNC. Now he's taking the training wheels off, stepping it up to an Avid. So congrats on that, Mike.
Yep. And he just got a new subscriber. There we go.
Let's see. JR says, oh, and thank you for the super chat too. You can put a comment in there without doing a super chat if you want to. 2023 goal is 10,000 subs. Just hit 4,000 today. I think you can make that easily. I really do. Well, once you get your shop all squared away and start putting out the content again, I like your videos, and I think you wouldn't have any trouble getting 6,000 more. That's a good goal to have. Let's see here. What else we got?
Sweet. Yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Gears. There's a lot of information out there on CO2 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, because I have a little itty bitty K40, and my cutting area is only 9 by 12, and so if you want to start with the smallest one that you can get or whatever, like that K40 size,
learn the basics.
Cutting area at least 12 by 24 is, I would say, the minimum on the CO2 that you really want. Because anything smaller than that, it gets difficult trying to fit projects in there. You're really limited.
You still did one heck of a job on the family name.
Yeah,
with the Grinch hand. That was cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a bunch of small stuff.
Yeah.
So it was pretty easy to fit in there, but I could have fit most of that whole thing on 112 by 24 blank and all that. So I would suggest a 12 by 24 at least size, and then go from there. If you want bigger, go bigger, but don't do a K40 with anything smaller than that, because I just don't think you'd be happy with it.
Alan has a good goal for 2023.
There you go.
His goal for the year is to join my favorite live streams on time.
So you'll always be late to this one. Gotcha.
We appreciate you showing up whenever you show up.
Whenever
Alan.
you come.
I think he's more on the pop-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. We're going to give away a Jenny bit here. We're holding steady at 100 folks watching. So that is the correct hashtag that Doug has put on there. So
let's see what Jerry says about. The only thing you want to make sure is that you have a door opening big enough to get the CO2 in. Removing a wall after it gets here is killing me.
yeah.
But it's Jerry. It's so much better than what you were gonna do with it. Try to get that thing in there. So much easier, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, after you spend that.
And speaking of that,
money,
Jerry, have you fired it up and done anything yet, or are you still? I know I think it was yesterday you were talking about trying to get some water. Didn't know if he distilled water going.
No, you do know.
Did you vent the laser outside? Yes, I have. I don't know. I might have a picture. Yeah, not there. Give me a second, and I think I probably got a picture somewhere showing how I did it here. But Mike, I don't know how much you know about those OnTech lasers, but I upgraded the exhaust fan. I think it's in here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, let me go through here and see if I can do this. This is the stock exhaust fan that comes in that was in the OnTech, and I removed it, and then I have. All right. Nuts. I got all these pictures, and the thumbnails are so small I can't tell what they are until I click on them. That's why I clicked off of that. Well, I thought I had a still picture of it somewhere. Might be on my phone.
Oh, we got.
But anyway, I removed that stock fan because it's right at the back of the laser, in the center of the back. And then I bought a AC Infinity fan, which moves a lot more air. And then I mounted it on the wall just below the window. So I have the hose, 6-inch hose going from that fan flange that you saw there in that picture, and going to the bottom part of that AC Infinity fan. Then on top part, there's another short hose going on a flange that I 3D printed and mounted to a piece of plywood, and it's going right out my window. And then it's also got a little kind of like a dryer vent with the flaps on the outside. So that's how I have it been.
Pretty clean setup.
Does a great job. It doesn't get stinky. You know, I was playing around with that acrylic, and I've always heard people talk about how much that stuff stinks, and I didn't smell anything when I was out there doing that yesterday. So
Let's see.
All right, let's.
That's my exhaust fan set up there for my laser. Never mind all the messiness around, but
Yeah.
it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah,
it's just
kind
a
of
wood with a hinge.
Yeah.
And it just fits in the window.
Yeah.
I got mine popped through the wall.
Then I had a still picture of that, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, if you watch my let's see, my live stream that I did, I can't remember which day it was. I think it was the one I did yesterday. During that live stream, somebody asked me about that, so I moved the camera and I show them so you can see it good in that video. All right, let's give away a Genie bit. Once again, the hashtag, obviously, there's hashtag Genie. And we are doing this one right here. The compression bit. HE Butte.
Nice.
All right, I think we're fairly stable here at 87 people in the drawing. So good luck, everybody. And here we go.
Go, 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 go. Who's it going to stop on right before it gets to the winner? Oh, it wasn't Dwayne. Hey, it's Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Nice.
Man, he's having a good week, isn't he?
Yeah.
All righty.
Very good.
Congratulations, Kenneth.
Congrats.
Very nice.
All righty.
So I let's see, let me get in here. Dwayne was actually asking if it sucks the heat out of the shop, the vent tubes, and yes, it can. I guess
yeah, because it's replacing that air with something. So,
yeah.
So it's
yeah. In the wintertime, I heat my shop up actually about 80 degrees, and then by the time I'm done, it's down to 68. So yeah, it does suck the heat out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
see,
it's
I get a
too
lot
bad.
of people tease me because I mean everybody knows I don't like cold.
Mm.
But like if I go out there and it's 60 degrees in the shop, I'll turn those heaters on and people go, you don't even need a heater, 60 degrees. I'm like, yeah, but it's gonna get colder.
Mhm.
when I turn that thing on and run it for very long, it's pulling air, the warm air out of the shop, throwing it out there. So
Yeah.
so
Well,
I usually keep that little heater on and try to maintain about 60 degrees when it's cold. And it's been cold today. We've had, after that, all those tornadoes and stuff come through here Thursday night. It's now the cold front's behind it, and it's like howling wind. Temperatures around 30 with a wind chill in about low 20s or something. So in fact, I've still got the heater running. I'll cut it off probably before I go to bed, but it's
what in the past show when Bob Wood has been on with us, he actually, what he does with all the lasers for his is he runs an inlet and an outlet from outside to each laser so that it's not sucking all the air out of his entire shop. It's just recirculate, going in and out from that one, each individual laser. I think they have like 6 or something like that. But
yeah, that's a slick idea.
yeah,
I actually got the extra tube just for that reason.
I think it would be good. I mean, even if
my only fear is it gets negative this winter. It's been down to negative 20, negative 18 with the wind chill. So I don't know about having it that close to my tube is the only thing I worry about. But I guess I could block it. But that is a slick idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Just in case Kenneth doesn't know this, you need to contact Cody, our awesome sponsor of our weekly giveaway. And there's the website, www.cadencemfgdesign.com. And he will hook you up.
And if you're one of the 100 people that didn't win, you can still go there and buy some Genie bits.
Absolutely.
I mean, the poor man doesn't have trim around his door.
Yeah.
Buy a Genie bit, help him out.
And big big thanks to
Well, I
Alan
noticed
there.
you followed
He's,
suit though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, did you see that on Facebook?
Yeah,
Big
thank you,
age.
Alan, for the. I guess that's a super
Oh,
chat
nice.
or whatever. So thank you for that.
Also, we got John Thompson's blaming you for making such an affordable CNC kit to get him started in the CNC.
Well,
Nice, John.
that's see, that's another one that's going to blame me now. That was the whole thing is, and I've told this story before is people would fuss at me when I'd use the CNC in a YouTube video and go, "Oh, that's easy. You got a CNC," and I'm like, it's not that hard to build one. I'll show you how. Let me know if you want me to show you. And then I got bombarded with comments and on the video and emails and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
you asked for it. I gave it to you.
And also,
Cody's
Jerry,
still in the shop.
yeah.
Sorry.
Jerry says that he needs to upgrade his fan, the chiller, the LEDs, and the air assist with the compressor update. He's waiting on parts also to get it cleaned up, like the layout for doing much. So
Okay,
shop needs
yeah.
a redo, but
Yeah.
he's going to run it tomorrow anyway. So go get at it, Jerry. Whoa.
Well, Jerry, because he said, where did that comment go? I missed it. You still got it? The one you just put
Yeah.
up there?
It's on the starred one.
Oh, okay. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
It says, hope to run it tomorrow night, even without air assist. I have not upgraded the air assist, so you still have the stock air assist.
Mhm.
And you've seen what I can do with it. So I was watching a guy and the YouTube channel name escapes me now, but he has an OhmTech. I can't remember. I think it's an 80 watt, but I think it's the red and black one instead of the blue and gray. But anyway, I watched several of his videos, and he mentions the upgrades that he had done, like the fan, exhaust fan, all these other little things, the LED lights, all these things he's done. But I never heard him mention the air assist. So I put a comment on there. I said, hey, are you still using the stock air assist for all this stuff I'm seeing you do? And he says, yeah. He goes, I plan to upgrade that one day, but I just haven't got around to it yet. So that told me that,
That's good.
rather than spend some money on a new compressor and all this kind of stuff right away, I'll just do what he's doing. I'll use the stock air assist, see how it does. And if I find that I really need to upgrade it, I will. But so far, the kind of stuff I'm doing, I mean, if you go watch my videos, what I'm getting, it cuts like a champ. Just
And I would definitely recommend cutting with air assist. You can get flame back, or every little bit helps.
yeah. But I didn't want Jerry to think he doesn't have any, because he'll still have the
stock.
stock air assist
10 years,
and it'll keep
Wow.
The flames, because I haven't had an issue with that. So all right, yeah, I see we covered those. All right, well, we've been here about an hour and 10 minutes. Crowd's dropped
Cody-
off a good bit, so
Cody has a message.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's saying to look at that. Man's working on a Saturday night.
Yep.
That's a small business owner right there.
yeah.
That's right. So send him a message, Kenneth. There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get ready to wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody hanging around tonight. Like I said, we didn't really have anything special going on, but still trying to get over all the stuff for the challenge. That was it was a good challenge, but most of you don't know, but there's a little bit to take care of all that. So
It was a challenge to take care of the challenge.
yeah, and I'm glad it's over for this year.
It was fun.
And I promise I won't mention it again until probably August.
There's only about 330 days left until it starts. So.
Yeah.
No excuses to be late.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get ready to get out of here. Everybody have a good weekend. It's supposed to be cold all weekend, and then once it starts warming up, the rain comes back. So sounds like a bunch of laser time for me.
Pew, pew, pew.
Anyway, look for, I never know when I'm going to do them, and I don't, I decided I wasn't going to just set up like a schedule and go, oh, I'm going to do this day. I get up in the morning and I'll start working on something on the computer and go, okay, now I'm ready to cut it. And then I'll go post the thing going, hey, I'm going to be live in like 15 minutes. If anybody wants to come hang out. And because it's not really a show. It's more of just an informal hangout, I guess. But if anybody wants to do that, if you're subscribed and have notifications turned on, I guess you'll see them. Or if you see me on Facebook, because I usually post something at least a few minutes ahead of time before I go. But anyway, let's do this then.
All right.
Get over here to the right button.
Thanks, party people.
Everybody have a good one.
Yep.
And let's see, where's that button? Okay, there it is. Everybody have a good weekend, and we will see y'all next week if I don't see you before. Take care, everybody.